live audience to learn the first exactly.
Good evening. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to our show this evening. We are very excited to be able to have this outdoor theater presentation for the first time. Yesterday was our first show, but we didn't get to do it outdoors, so you guys are the first people to get to see our outdoor, mask-free drama. I want to thank Carrie Morris. She's going to come over here and tell a little bit about CMAP. This is where we are right now, and this is where we've held our entire drama camp. And you can see it's very beautiful. It's been a wonderful spot for us, and they have been very hospitable. And Carrie, why don't you tell them a little bit about what goes on here?
Hi everyone, my name is Carrie Morris. I'm the director of Carrie Morris Arts Productions. We, since 2015, have been providing a forum for contemporary puppetry and performance in Detroit and Hamtramck. And in the past several years, we worked with a lot of our neighbors to figure out what this space could be. And I have been really blessed to be able to create it into the green space that you're sitting in now. What else would we do with a bunch of open space than create a bunch of puppet and performance stages? So we were really excited to be able to host the Hamtramck Drama Club. We're really excited to have you here. If you're interested, we do have a puppet show tomorrow at noon that was created by the CMAP company members called Adventures in Dreamlands, really good for kids. And then we're also going to be appearing at with some puppet shows at the Hamtramck School District's Arts, Culture, and Literacy pop-up program this coming Wednesday and next Wednesday at the Hamtramck Community Center and Plastic Park. So without further ado, again, thank you for being here. I'm super excited to be able to see the show tonight. I didn't get to see it last night, and let's give a big round of applause for Nan and Kat.
And let's also give some applause for Carrie and the CMAP club. We really couldn't have done this without them. It's been really amazing. So, tonight, we are going to take you on a magic carpet ride. We are going to show you two exciting stories taken from the pages of Arabian Nights. One of them is probably new to most of you. It's about a woman who has some dreams that get her through a very difficult situation, and it's called The Dreamer. And our second show may sound a little more familiar. It's about a young man who gets a magic lamp and finds something special there. It's called Aladdin, but it's going to be a little different than any Aladdin that you have seen before. We are so happy to have you here. We hope you can enjoy yourselves as we present Magic Carpet Camp.
Good evening and welcome. We have traveled here on a magical carpet from a faraway land full of stories.
Thank you for letting us set up some tents and tell some stories tonight.
Tonight, you will hear two magical tales based on the Arabian Nights stories. In the first one, a mean queen tries to trick a kind bookseller, but it does not go how she expects when the bookseller shows her what it really means to lead. In our second tale, you will hear the story of the boy named Aladdin and the magic lamp, set in our own time. Aladdin makes terrible decisions, and when he finds a powerful genie who grants wishes, he gets himself into quite a bit of trouble.
People have been telling stories for as long as they've been talking. In English, we often start them by saying, once upon a time.
In Polish, they start by saying, beyond 7 mountains, beyond 7 forests.
In Korean, they start stories by saying, once in the old days, when tigers smoked.
And in Nigeria, they say, here is a story.
But no matter how you tell it, everybody loves stories.
Especially when I tell them, my stories are the best.
Okay, we will see about that.
Let's get started.
Long ago, there was a tiny, beautiful kingdom in the hills between Persia and Anatolia. In this kingdom, there was a princess, and her name was Alia.
Hi!
Her father, who was not the wisest king, thought that he should give her everything she wanted.
Father, yay!
So she grew very spoiled. She did what she liked and didn't do what she didn't like.
I don't like it.
She wouldn't practice her letters or listen to poems or work on sums. Most of all, she hated to read. The only thing she really liked was jesting, joking, teasing, tricking, and pranking. Especially if she could humiliate someone in the process.
I will humiliate anyone in this palace and anybody cannot say anything to me.
She spent all of her time planning her pranks. At first, her jokes seemed funny. Like the time she put spiders in the Grand Vizier's turban. Or the time she put snakes in the jars of flour to scare the cook. At night, when Alia went to sleep, she dreamed of her next jest.
Tomorrow, I think I will put the camels on the roof.
The day came when Princess Alia became the queen. All she could think of was the new trick she would play.
Oh my God. What did I do?
Her teasing became more and more cruel. She smeared honey on the saddle of the Grand Vizier's camel. When the bees attacked the camel, the Grand Vizier almost had a stroke. One day, when she was in a particularly bad mood, she told her advisors that reading books could make you blind.
No more books.
So they made a law saying no one could read anymore.
No more books.
When the teachers and tutors packed their bags and left the palace, she laughed and laughed. Without books, the people of the palace began to forget their knowledge, or even the importance of stories. Wisdom, once common in the palace, began to disappear. Wisdom may have disappeared from the palace, but it could still be found in one small corner of the kingdom.
Please, can somebody tell me the way to the stall of Malika, the bookseller? I need to speak with her. You and everyone else. I'm on my way to see her now. Let's go.
Malika was a young girl who created beautifully illustrated books to sell in the bazaar near the palace. Her father, who had been the wisest of booksellers, taught her carefully. She practiced her letters, memorized poems, and worked on sums. Most of all, she loved to read.
Good morning, good neighbors. Is there something I can do for you?
Yes, I hear people in the market say that you are very wise. Is that true?
I don't know being very wise, but certainly I try to do my best. I'm at this house. I'll try to help you. My father said to never turn away a neighbor.
I knew your father. He was a very good man. I am sorry to hear that he is gone.
That is kind of you. I miss him very much.
Under the reign of Queen Alia, the royal library grew dusty, and new book orders stopped. Booksellers like Malika's father had become very poor. Eventually, he died of a broken heart. In his memory, Malika sat every day in the bazaar trying to sell her books. Every evening she read them, and her neighbors noticed as she grew wiser and wiser.
Malika, my son will not eat his vegetables. He only wants fruits and sweets. What can I do?
I once read of a prince who had the same problem. His mother, the queen, took all the sweets and put them on a higher shelf of the top bookcase. She told the prince that she would put the box down once every time he ate a good meal. When the box was low enough for him to reach, he could only have one treat. Then the box goes back to the top shelf. Soon he was eating everything his mother wanted.
That is a wonderful idea. I will start tonight. Malika, I have a problem too. My daughter is lovely and smart, but very shy. I'm afraid that she will never marry.
I once read of a princess who was too shy to talk to anyone except her mother and father. One day, her mother got an idea. She bought the best spices and meat and helped her daughter to make a delicious stew. Then she placed the stew by the window and framed the stew tradition, I wish the leader of the kingdom as wise as you. I dream of a day people go back to the wisdom of stories again.
After the bazaar closed each night, Malika was always alone. At night, she read until her eyes were tired. The more she worked during the day, the more she dreamed at night. She dreamed...
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Magic Carpet Tales. We are very excited to be able to present to you a program that we've been working on at the Summer Drama Camp. Well, when you watch this show, I want you to keep in mind that the students got their parts for this show 2 weeks ago. We have never had a group of students work harder and put more energy into a show. And I think it's because we're all just so happy to be together, so happy to be able to do live theater again, and so happy to be able to do it in this safe and beautiful space. And we owe a lot to Carrie and the people here at CMAP for being wonderful hosts for us. And Carrie, if you want to come out here and just speak for a moment about what CMAP is and
Thank you, Nan. Thank you again, everybody, for joining us. Oh my gosh, thank you for being here today. My name's Carrie Morris. I'm the director of Carrie Morris Arts Productions. We have been working to provide a forum for contemporary puppetry and performance in Detroit and Hamtramck since 2015. So we have had the opportunity in the past few years to work with a lot of our neighbors and residents in the adjoining communities to figure out what this green space could look like and how it could serve the needs of our neighbors as well as the needs of us as a puppet and performance studio. So what you see around us has been designed with a lot of community input. It's still a work in progress, but we're excited to be able to offer it to cultural groups and groups like Hamtramck High School's drama program. I wanted to give a big thank you to all of you for coming out here. You guys also, I don't know if you know or not, but this group has been rehearsing every day for like the past 2 to 3 weeks on this performance, which is really, really awesome. So let's give them a big round of applause.
So as we begin our story, I want to give you a little introduction. Our stories come from long, long ago and far away. They are based on stories from the Arabian Nights.
Wow.
And our students and staff looked at these stories and worked together to come up with our own retelling of these stories. The first one, The Dreamer, is about a woman who really has to hang on to her dreams. The second one you may be a little more familiar with. It's about a young man who doesn't take life very seriously until he gets a magic lamp. And that story is Aladdin, but it'll be a little different than any Aladdin you've seen before. I do want to ask you that you turn off your cell phones, turn off the ringers so that they don't go off while we're having our show. And we want you to enjoy our presentation of Magic Carpet Tales.
Good evening and welcome. We have traveled here on a magical carpet from a faraway land full of stories.
Thank you for letting us set up some tents tonight and tell some stories.
Tonight, you will hear 2 magical tales based on the Arabian Nights stories. In the first one, a mean queen tries to trick a kind bookseller, but it does not go how she expects when the bookseller shows her what it really means to lead. In our second tale, you will hear the old story of a boy named Aladdin and a magic lamp, set in our own time. Aladdin makes terrible decisions, but when he finds a powerful genie who grants wishes, he gets himself into quite a bit of trouble.
People have been telling stories for as long as they've been talking. In English, we often start them by saying, once upon a time.
In Polish, they start by saying beyond 7 mountains, beyond 7 forests. In Korean, they start stories by saying once in the old days when tigers smoked.
And in Nigeria, they say, here is a story.
But no matter how you tell it, everybody loves stories, especially when I tell them. My stories are the best. Okay, we'll see about that.
Let's get started.
Alright, here's our first story, the tale of the dreamer. Long ago, there was a tiny, beautiful kingdom in the hills between Persia and Anatolia. In this kingdom, there was a princess, and her name was Alia. Her father, who was not the wisest king, thought that he should give her everything she wanted. So she grew very spoiled.
Yay! Thank you, Father!
She did what she liked and didn't do what she didn't like.
I don't like it.
She wouldn't practice her letters or listen to poems or work on sums.
No.
Most of all, she hated to read. The only thing she really liked was jesting, joking, teasing, tricking, and pranking. Especially if she could humiliate someone in the process.
I will humiliate everyone in this palace.
She spent all of her time planning her pranks. At first, her jokes seemed funny. Like the time she put spiders in the Grand Vizier's turban. Or the time she put snakes in the jars of flour to scare the cook. At night, when Alia went to sleep, she dreamed of her next jest.
Tomorrow, I think I will put the camels on the roof.
The day came when Princess Alia became the queen. All she could think of was the new trick she would play.
What should I do?
Her teasing became more and more cruel. She smeared honey on the saddle of the Grand Vizier's camel. When the bees attacked the camel, the Grand Vizier almost had a stroke. One day, when she was in a particularly bad mood, she told her advisors that reading books could make you blind.
No more books.
So they made a law saying no one could read anymore.
No more books.
When the teachers and tutors packed their bags and left the palace, she laughed and laughed. Without books, the people of the palace began to forget their knowledge, or even the importance of stories. Wisdom, once common in the palace, began to disappear. Wisdom may have disappeared from the palace, but it could still be found in one small corner of the kingdom.
Please, can somebody tell me the way to the stall of Malika, the bookseller? I need to speak with her.
You and everyone else. I'm on my way to see her now. Let's go.
Malika was a young girl who created beautifully illustrated books to sell in the bazaar near the palace. Her father, who had been the wisest of booksellers, taught her carefully. She practiced her letters, memorized poems, and worked on sums. Most of all, she loved to read.
Hello, big neighbors. Is there something I can do for you?
Yes, I heard people in the market say that you are very wise. Is that true?
I don't know being very wise, but I certainly try to do my best. And my book helps. I'll try to help you. My father said to never turn away a neighbor.
I knew your father. He was a very good man. I'm sorry to hear that he's gone.
That is kind of you. I miss him very much.
Under the reign of Queen Alia, the royal library grew dusty, and new book orders stopped. Booksellers like Malika's father had become very poor. Eventually, he died of a broken heart. In his memory, Malika sat every day in the bazaar trying to sell her books. Every evening she read them, and her neighbors noticed as she grew wiser and wiser.
Malika, my son will not eat his vegetables. He only wants fruit and sweets. What can I do?
I once read of a prince who had the same problem. His mother, the queen, took all the sweets and put them on a higher shelf of a tall bookcase. Then she told the prince that every time he ate a good meal, the box would go one step lower. When it was enough for him to reach, he could only have one treat. Then the box goes back to the top shelf. Soon he was eating everything his mother wanted.
That is a wonderful idea. I'll start tonight.
I have a problem too, Malika. My daughter is lovely and smart, but very shy. I am afraid that she will never marry.
I once read of a princess who was too shy to talk to anyone, except her mother and father. One day, her mother got an idea. She brought the best spices and meat and helped her daughter to make a delicious stew. Then she placed the stew by the window and fanned the stew into the street. When anyone asked what the smell was, she smiled and said her daughter was cooking for her. In no time, several young men asked for her daughter's hand in marriage.
Wonderful. I'll get some spices right now.
Don't forget me, Malika. What can I do for my dog? He keeps scratching at my best chair. I once read that animals learn the thing they can't have. Give your dog his own chair. He leaves you alone. You have the best solution. I wish the leader of the kingdom as wise as you. I dream of a day people go back to the wisdom of stories again.
After the bazaar closed each night, Malika was always alone. At night, she read until her eyes were tired. The more she worked during the day, the more she dreamed at night. She dreamed of the places she read about in her books. She often wished her dreams would never end.
Oh, great queen, what are you doing? Why, it's late at night and this is not a nice part of the city.
What, you fool? Don't call me queen here.
Why did you leave the party wearing disguise? Your guests are wondering what happened to you.
Tonight? Was it? Disaster! I invited hundreds of the richest and the proudest people that I know for the dinner party. When no one was looking, I put the hottest ghost pepper in the stew, and then I put worms in the water pitchers. When my guests ate the stew, their face turned red and noses started to run. But not one person cried out. They didn't even run for the water pitchers. They didn't even say anything at all. Everyone in this palace is too afraid to offend the queen, and it takes all the fun out of being a bank star.
I'm sorry, Your Majesty, but do you think it's proper for a queen to...
I'm tired of being queen. My days are full of boring meetings, boring papers, and more boring meetings. I need to have some fun in my life. And if I can't humiliate anyone in this palace anymore, I must find my victim somewhere else. And where is better than this bazaar? I will find my unsuspecting victim and create a greatest prank ever known. I cannot wait to see the shock and humiliation on their faces. Ha 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 ha. Books. And a sweet little bookseller. Now what should I do? Should I put sand in her ink? No. I think I will put the glue in her book pages.
You could leave her alone.
No, I haven't. Gather, Captain! Tomorrow, both of you and I will create the greatest prank in the history of the pranks.
The next day, Malika was helping neighbors as usual.
Auntie Malika, I have 7 older brothers and sisters. They tell me I'm a baby and leave me behind when they go to have fun. How can I get to stop them?
The queen disguised herself and some trusted guards as common travelers.
I once read of a girl with 7 brothers. She took on some responsibilities in our home, and the boys started to see she has grown up. They respected her then. Did you help around the house a little to show you're more mature than they think? I suppose I could carry things for them or sweep out their room. Perfect. I bet they'll see you more grown up right away. Well, you certainly have all the answers, don't you? I'm looking for some book on traveling. What do you have? Here's a beautiful story of Marco Polo. He traveled all the way to China. Perhaps you'll be interested in the fantastic pictures. You feel like you're in China yourself.
I wish you would go to China forever.
Fine. take that. Here's an apple. That book is worth more than an apple. Oh well, I'm hungry.
Malika did not know that that apple was laced with a strong sleeping potion. She quickly fell sound asleep.
You, there. Take that woman into the palace, have them clean her up, dress her up like me, and put her in my bed. Now, Vizier, you have a part of dishes. I want you to inform all the guards and servants to treat this little bookseller exactly like if she was the mightiest queen. They must do everything she says. I cannot wait to see the surprise when this little dreamer wakes up to be the queen.
Oh, Queen, don't you think this is taking things a bit too far? They are the girl.
That little bookseller, she will have the best day of her life, and I will finally have some fun.
The next morning, Malika woke up to the most amazing scene.
Oh, Queen, you are finally awake. You have been very sick, but we have been so worried about you. Do you feel better?
Do you need anything, Your Majesty? We are here to serve you.
Oh Lord, where am I? Am I dreaming? I must be. Am I in trouble?
Trouble? How could you be in trouble? You are the ruler of the kingdom.
And you must be hungry. Bring the breakfast.
Yes, the breakfast. Breakfast?
I'll get the breakfast.
Your Highness, Your Highness. Perhaps you are still a little too feverish. Just rest here while we get your things.
Am I feverish? No, where am I? How did I get here? Who did I think I am?
Malika wandered around the room. She had never seen anything so beautiful. Finally, an idea came to her.
A dream. This is all a dream. I must say, this is the best one yet. It feels like real life. This could be interesting.
Malika knew that the best thing to do while having a good dream is to just enjoy it. And she did.
Your Majesty? Your Majesty. What would you like to wear?
I'll wear that, and that, and that.
I got this, I got this.
That is not how it works. I mean to say, of course, Your Majesty, you look splendid.
Here are your jewels. What would you like to wear today? I'll take all of them. Is that a problem? No, Your Majesty. Everything looks beautiful on you.
would you like for breakfast, Your Majesty?
A slice of toast?
What else would you like?
Some fruits.
Get mangoes, pomegranates, papayas, grapes, and strawberries.
Strawberries? Yes, lots of strawberries and cream, shortcake, lamb, milk, and chocolate. Chocolate at breakfast, my lady? If I'm the queen, I want it all. Wow, that was amazing. They'll bring me whatever I want. That was quick. I didn't have food meal like this in so long. Thank you all so much. This is quite delicious. And tell the cook that I love her.
Our new queen seems to have quite an appetite. I wonder where she came from. She has manners like a common bazaar girl.
True, but she's kind of sweet.
Ain't kind.
Too bad. I'll still be hungry when I wake up. What else do I want? I want books. I feel like they'll have all sort of here. Bring me a dozen of books. Now make the 5 dozen.
But we don't have books anymore. I mean, whatever you want, Your Majesty.
Malika enjoyed her dream world for the rest of the day. The queen expected Malika to make a fool of herself, but the servants actually seemed to enjoy her mistakes.
Vizier? Vizier!
Yes, Your Majesty.
This is not working.
What is not working?
This trick is not working. No one is making fun of this little commoner. Everyone seems to think that her stupidnesses are nothing.
Perhaps my queen, it is because she's...
Spit it out, you old fool.
She is so kind to everyone. No one minds her mistake, neither does she.
Well, that has to stop. I know tomorrow she should hold court. Let's see how she handled all those nasty commoners and their little problems. That should be very fun.
The next day, Malika held court. Of course, the people didn't know she wasn't the queen, because they had never seen the real queen. So, they came to her with their problems.
Your Majesty, the people of Italia keep attacking our food caravans. They have had a drought and there is nothing to eat.
Has there been a draw here?
No, Your Majesty.
Then give some food to Tavia. I know when they're able, they can pay us back.
Of course.
Next.
My husband is a soldier on guard duty in the mountains. He sent us his salary every month. But it's not enough for us to live on.
Captain, is this true? Are our troops underpaid?
Yes, Your Majesty. The previous rulers have cut their salary off.
Then give them what they deserve.
Gladly, Your Majesty.
All the royal advisors and guards were impressed with Aunt Malika's ideas. In a very short time, she reorganized the army and helped the farmers with their crops. She even improved the menus in the palace. The queen was furious.
This isn't funny anymore. People seem to like her better than me. Guards, guards, return her into her home in the morning.
I believe it is said when the queen sends Malika away.
She's very smart,
And thoughtful.
and she never ever tricks anyone.
Wouldn't it be nice if she really was the queen forever?
I agree, but that would be completely impossible.
Maybe not. I have an idea.
Later that day, the vizier spoke with Malika as the queen listened.
Your Highness, What did you like most in the whole world?
I've always dreamed of living in a country where people value books and learning.
We could build library.
And schools.
And schools? Yes, a lot of schools for children. And day for reading book fairs.
It sounds wonderful.
Okay, so what happened to the day? How can I pay for the books?
I don't know.
Oh, I have an idea, Bazir. We can sell the silly stuff in the palace. The 50 white elephants, the golden bathtub, and the extra clothes all over the place. That should take care of it.
No one is going to sell my things to buy books.
Run, Your Majesty, run!
You think that you can do whatever you want, and I will say
Guards, take this Maroon away to the prison. She threatened the queen.
no! I'm the real queen. It wasn't a joke. Stop!
Your Highness, don't let the woman bother you. I hear she makes jokes. Perhaps she took this one too far.
A few days later.
Your Majesty, what a great idea you had today. Paving the street will make life so much more pleasant.
Why do you think so, Bazir? What happened to the woman who attacked me the other day?
She's in prison, waiting for you to declare her punishment.
Bring her to me. I have an idea.
Leave me alone! You're right. I will kill you.
What is your name?
Alaya!
Alia, you seem like a smart woman. Have you ever been to school?
I hated school. I never went.
You have two choices. You can read in the bazaar and be a teacher there.
And what's the second choice?
You can stay in this palace as my gesture.
Dear listeners, thus ends the story of the wise bookseller and the foolish queen. It is said that Queen Malika ruled for many years. She figured out that it wasn't a dream after all, but she didn't mind, and neither did the kingdom, which became known as the Kingdom of Books. I never heard what Alia chose. What do you think?
Now we're going to have a 5-minute intermission.
was a very nice tale, and we thank the teller. Now we have a story of our own to share.
Everyone has a dearest wish. No? I think you want more than you can say. Something your heart whispers about in your quietest moments. What if every wish you had could come true? What would you do with that? Would you wish for gold? Or jewels? Or even the heart of that special someone? Not very long ago, and not very far away, a young man named Aladdin had to make that choice.
Aladdin wasn't very good at making choices. When his teachers told him to pay attention, he decided to whisper and joke with his friends instead. When his parents asked him to help around the house, he decided to go out and play soccer instead. Most of the time, Aladdin did not notice much other than himself. But he always noticed Zara.
Zara was his next-door neighbor and the prettiest girl at school. She was known for her easy laughter, her generous smile, and her kindness to all around her. All Aladdin wanted was for Zara to notice him the way he noticed her. He tried to run as fast as he could in gym class, dress in the most stylish clothes, and tell wild jokes in class.
And then she said, oink.
But she only said a friendly hello to him in the halls.
Hello.
And kept walking. One afternoon, as Aladdin was walking around, avoiding going home to his mother and the chores she'd asked him to do, he saw Zara sitting on the steps outside of a pawn shop, trying to hide the fact that she was crying.
Hi, Zara.
Hey, Aladdin.
Is something wrong? Is the pawn shop closed? Did you want to buy something?
No, I was trying to sell something.
Zara held out her hand to reveal a sparkling necklace, more beautiful than anything Aladdin had ever seen before.
What is that? And why do you want to sell it?
It's my grandmother's necklace. It's been in our family for a long time. My father's sick and he's been struggling, but you don't actually care.
To be honest, she was right. Aladdin had stopped listening to what she was saying as he stared at her beautiful eyes.
Huh?
Anyway, I'm trying to build up the courage to sell this precious necklace.
I'm great at bargaining. Let me do it.
Aladdin wanted to show off by getting a great price for the necklace.
As he walked into the neighborhood pawn shop, he saw many wondrous and interesting items for sale. Everything from toys, to jewelry, to strange technology sat on the shelves. Behind the counter sat a very, very old man.
Got something for me, young man?
Yes, I need to sell this old necklace.
The man stared at Aladdin for a moment, then took the necklace. He examined it for such a long time that Aladdin thought he might have fallen asleep. Finally, he spoke.
Stone is fake. I can't give you anything much for it. Maybe 25 bucks.
Oh no! Zara won't be impressed. Can't you give me something else for it?
Well, I do have this box. It might be quite useful for you.
I don't know. This looks like a bunch of junk.
Things are not always what they seem.
As Aladdin looked at the box again, he had a weird feeling. Clouds of many colors started to appear before his vision, and a strange music filled his ears. But then, suddenly, it was over, and the box was just a box again.
Some box you got here.
Aladdin returned to Zara with the box.
What is that? Where's my money?
Your old ring is fake. The guy said it's worthless. But I got you this.
Why did you bring that nasty box? How's that gonna help my family?
I don't know what it is about this box. I just couldn't resist. I think it's special.
What's in it?
I don't know.
To go that you without even knowing what's in it. Aladdin, this is serious.
Wait! We can open this together. Maybe something in here can help.
Great. How's a 1,000-year-old not supposed to help? I try to be nice to everyone, so I'm not gonna say what I really think of you right now.
With tears in her eyes, Zara ran away.
Stupid piece of junk. I can't even rub the use of dirt off of it. Who, me?
Yes, I was in that prison for thousands of years. You have set me free, and now Oh, you are a little scared of me, aren't you?
I'm not scared of anything, but you are very big and loud.
Let me come down to your size, and we can talk.
That's better. Because you freed me, you have access to any wishes your heart desires.
Anything? No tricks? Any number of wishes?
You question my power? I can give you anything you wish. Give you 1,000 armies, fresh spices from distant shores.
I don't really need armies right now, and I can get spices from the grocery store. I'm just a kid.
Well, then what do you want? I only have 3 rules. I will not kill anyone, make fall in love, or destroy the world for a wish, unless you have my command. You can use my power until you do not need me any longer.
That will never happen. I have so many things I need from you. This is the best day of my life, and I know how you can make tomorrow even better. Let me tell you about my first wish. I want Zara to notice me, and I know exactly how. You need to give me long, luscious blonde hair, and like stuff.
The next day, at the local high school, Zara and her friends were all preparing for an art show they had planned.
I am so excited about this. We're doing a great thing here, supporting students artists.
I know. Thanks for your all the hard work, Sarah. We couldn't have been done this without you.
Suddenly, all the students, teachers, and even the principal stopped their conversation to look at what was coming down the road.
A beautiful, brand new, sparkling, red Lamborghini was rolling down the street. Everyone wanted to see who was driving it.
Woo, baby, look at me with my brand new car! Woo!
Aladdin, what happened? Someone could have gone hurt. Can't believe it.
Genie?
Yes?
What was that? I'm a good driver. Something went wrong to cause that accident.
I know. You wanted the Zara to notice you, and I made sure she did.
Even when I have a powerful genie, I don't get everything I want. Plus, that wasn't even the type of attention I wanted. Stupid genie. Ah! A million years old.
The next day, it was the big game for Aladdin's soccer team. Along with his friend Kabir, he went out to the field ready to play.
Hey Aladdin, are you okay after the car crash?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm more than fine. I'm better than you'll ever meet. You won't believe how great I'm at soccer.
Oh yeah, you're pretty good, I can see that. Also, I hear there are going to be some college scouts at this game. My parents said we can't afford college without a scholarship, so I really hope I can do well and impress the scouts.
What are you worried about? We always win.
I know, but usually you are the one who scores the goals. Our teamwork needs to stand out.
Okay, got it. Make sure we stand out. Make sure we stand out. Hey, Genie?
Yes?
I want you to make me stand out.
As you wish.
Perfect.
The game started, and the team played well. But with 15 seconds left in the game, there was a 1-1 tie. Aladdin saw that Kabir was open for a pass, but decided to attempt the goal himself. The ball magically soared impossibly high and missed!
No! What happened this time?
I made you stand out, but there was the worst kick I have ever seen.
You just can't do anything right, can you?
Aladdin was so frustrated about losing, he didn't see the sadness on Kabir's face.
You know, Aladdin, this was supposed to be a big day for Kabir. I wish you had cared more about the team than yourself.
Aladdin spent the next few weeks wishing for as much as he possibly could. He wished for new clothes, nice food, all the candy he could eat, and even to be the best at every sport and video game he played. He started to spend all his time alone, getting more and more things to see if it would make him happy.
Time to play some Fortnite. Genie, hurry. You're not here for nothing. You know that. That's right. Die! Die!
I know you want to be the best player in every game, but doesn't it make it a little less fun?
You're like 1,000,000 years old. What do you know about gaming? This is awesome. No one is better than me.
Aladdin's sweet little sister Rana came in to see her big brother.
Hi, brothers! It's been a long time you're here playing game.
What do you want? I'm busy.
Wow, you're really good at playing game. Can I play too?
No! Go away! I don't want to play with annoying little brat. I wish I didn't have a sister.
Was that a wish? Okay.
What happened? What did you do? What did I say? Oh.
Hello, son. Are you going to come down for dinner tonight?
Mom! Thank goodness. Can you tell Rana I'm sorry that I yelled at her?
Who?
Rana, my sister.
You don't have a sister. You know, you are my only child. But we always wanted a girl too. If we are blessed with one, we said we would have named her Rana.
What do you mean? Of course I have a sister. She's this tall, kind of annoying, but very cute.
I don't understand the joke, Aladdin. Just come down for dinner when you are ready.
Genie? Genie, I need this wish undone!
I'm sorry, Aladdin. You don't need me anymore. So I'm done getting your wishes.
But you said you don't kill people.
I didn't kill your sister. I just made it as she was never alive.
Then change it!
I'm sorry, Aladdin. This is not how it works. So return me to the shop so I can bless another stranger.
Aladdin ran to the pawn shop, desperate to ask the old man if he could get the genie to grant his wish.
Old man, please, help me. I freed the genie from the lamp, but he embarrassed me in front of the girl that I like. And he made my friend lose his scholarship. And worst of all, he erased my sister. And now he says I don't need him anymore, but I do.
The old man looked at him sadly.
I'm sorry, young man, but you had everything you wished for. And now, you have to live with it.
Aladdin walked out to the step outside the pawn shop, sat down and cried for his sister. Soon, someone walked by.
Aladdin, what's wrong?
Oh, Zara, that's terrible. I got this lamp, the one that you got mad at me for, and I freed the genie, and you gave me all of my wishes, but I've ruined the art in the game, and my sister, I've ruined everything.
Okay, slow down and tell me everything from the beginning.
And so Aladdin explained to Zara what had happened since he got the lamp. And as he spoke, he realized what he had done. He had tried to get Zara's attention by being cool instead of just being kind. He had ignored his best friend's needs so he could show off. He had been awful to his sister who just wanted to spend time with him. When he was done, he just shook his head sadly.
Wow. I never realized you cared that much about other people.
To be honest, I don't think I actually ever did. But now, it's too late.
Wait, didn't you say the genie said he would grant your wishes until you didn't need him anymore?
Yes.
Well, you may not need him anymore.
But other people do! That's it, Zara! I can take the lamp to other people. That's how I can fix this.
Aladdin ran into the store and begged for the lamp back. The old man let him have it and he ran to his mother.
Mother, rub this lamp.
And she did. And when the genie asked her for her wish, she said, I wish for a daughter. And with that, Rana reappeared. And Aladdin did the same thing with Zara. And with that, She had enough money to care for her sick father. And he did the same thing with Kabir, and with they? He had a scholarship for college.
Now that he was thinking of others, Aladdin realized he needed to set the genie free from the lamp forever.
Say goodbye to homie.
After he did so, the two of them went from person to person in the town and in the world granting their wishes. Now Aladdin thought of only others and became one of the most generous and joyful people around. Many years later, on their wedding day, Zara told him it was this kindness that made her fall in love with him.
I love you.
I love you too.
Aw, I love happy endings. Happy or sad, every story must end.
We loved sharing our tales with you tonight.
We have to go catch a flying carpet back home now. But we hope you all live happily ever after.
Magic in me. Every time I touch that track, it turns into gold. Everybody knows I've got the magic in me. When I'm here to flow, everybody wants to break the magic, magic, magic. What's the magic, every line. I'll need a volunteer. How about you? Come on out to the front, stay right here and don't be shy. I'll have you time traveling, have your mind traveling. They're trying to inhibit the skills, so they ask me. Even David Blaine had to go and take some classes. I see my free, like, what's up, man? What's happening? Don't come on, come on. You see the show tonight. No one ever told a lie. So call me Mr. Magic Man, I'm full cloud nine. Magic in me. Got the magic, baby. Every time I touch that track, it turns into gold. Everybody knows I got the magic in me. Everybody wants to break the magic, 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 oh. I got the magic in me. Next trick that I let tempo blow your mind. Pick a verse, any verse, I hypnotize you with every line. I'll need a volunteer. How about you with the eyes? Come on down to the front, stay right here and don't be shy. I have you time traveling, have your mind babbling. People trying to inherit the skills, so they asking me. Even David Blaine had to go and take some classes in. I see mind freak like, what's up, man? What's happening? So come on, come on and see the show tonight. Prepare to be astounded, no ghost or poltergeist. You know I'm no Pinocchio, I never told a lie. So call me Mr. Magic Man, I float on cloud nine. I got the magic in me. I got the magic, baby. Every time I touch that track, it turns into gold.